So what is the biggest mistake that men make, and how do you avoid it? Well, it depends on what atmosphere really, but let's pick a specific atmosphere. Let's pick at a bar. Let's think about a bar. Let's imagine you walk into a bar and you're by yourself, and you go up to the bar, you get a drink. Okay, so now we have a picture painted. All right, there's a bunch of people in the bar, and you see a lot of interactions going on, and there's some women kind of standing around, and you get the nerve to turn around and talk to them for a second. You say whatever it is that you would say at that time. Maybe you don't know what you would say. Maybe that's a problem. But let's say that you somehow got past that. It was a friend of yours, and you just asked, "How do you know James?" So they start talking to you. All right. It's kind of a little bit of a loud environment. So what do? You can't hear very well, so you lean in, right? Like this. You go, well, okay. You hear them talk, and then you go talk back, and you lean forward and talk like this, and then you lean back again, and then you lean forward and listen again as she's talking, and then you lean back in, and pretty soon you're doing this, and this is called pecking. Pecking says to a woman subconsciously, "Hey, I'm not interesting or important enough for you to listen to. So I'm going to bridge the gap as much as possible between my ear and your mouth and my mouth and your ear to make sure that you don't get bored by realizing I'm too much work and walk away. Because it's only a matter of time before you realize I'm not important or not interesting enough to talk to." Now, women do see this subconsciously, which means they're not thinking that logically. They're feeling that, which is way worse. So, what do? Okay, well, instead of leaning forward, you do this thing. This one thing is going to change the way you attract women forever. And that is you do this. You turn your head, if you can't hear, you lean not toward them, but you lean a little bit over in sort of a perpendicular direction. So, sort of 90 degrees. If she's in front of you here, I'm going to lean this way to the right. So I'm going to lean this way, and I'm going to point to my ear. What she's going to do, and maybe I'm going to furrow my brow a little bit, kind of do this like I can't hear her. Like I'm having a hard time concentrating. What she's going to do is she's going to lean in to you and talk to you. She's going to bridge that gap. And that's exactly what you want her to do. Because when she starts to lean in to talk to you and then lean back and then lean in to listen and then lean back, you should be speaking loud enough so she can hear you anyway, but she starts to lean in to talk to you, she's going to start to not think, but feel like she's attracted to you. Now, why is this? Because when we lead the body, our minds follow. Which means if I do something and go through the motions of physically doing something, then my mind associates that movement with some feeling. And women typically don't lean in to talk to a guy unless they're attracted to him. And so as they're leaning in, they become more attracted to you. It's kind of a ninja technique, and I want you to use it. It's fantastic. It's how to avoid that one. I see this problem a lot. There are a lot of other problems too. Men not touching enough, giving too much positive body language, building rapport too quickly, bantering too much, things like this. But I go into all those different pitfalls and how to avoid those in the Tao of Badass. Check out theTaoofBadass.com for more information now.